Welcome to my live show, the Unlocked Talk to Me, where I bring you live entertainment on sports, fashion, music, relationship, anything fun that you can think of. Like, share, and comment. Don't forget to hit the subscription button so that anytime I post, you'll be the first person to get it. Don't miss it.
Real. Yeah. No more fight, no more fight. No more cry, no more cry. Christ came with a vibe.
Yes. Christ came with a vibe. It's the 25th of December 2025. And this is the Christmas edition. The name is Nana Kweku Akon, aka Unlocked with Kweku. And today we have live in the studios Ato Kwamena Potompo. Potompo with a capital P. Yes, man.
We day inside, bro.
Yeah, man, how's it say?
Brother official pa.
Yes. I feel commentary. I feel say na content creation journey, it is skyrocketing up there.
But next year, yeah, I'll see it to me and your mom. So what I say, more videos, more shorts, more reels, more content.
That's right. So that brings me down to the topic that we're going to have a discussion on today. We are basically talking about content creation. And then I know you are big in the content creation industry. And I just want to hear a lot more about you and then how your content journey started. So can you tell me a bit more about how you started your content creation journey?
Oh, it's a very interesting story, honestly. For me, I think when it started, probably when I was around 14 years old, I used to go around with my brother to play basketball. He played basketball. He would normally give me his phone to just like hold my phone for me. It was a Sony Ericsson at the time, but they had very good video quality, if you would remember, right?
Yeah.
So what I would do is I would just take videos of him playing basketball, right?
Yeah.
And then I think on one of the occasions, a friend of his, saw the video and it was like, who took this video?
Wow.
And my brother was like, oh, shout outs to Vigo, yeah.
That's
And my
right,
brother
Vigo.
and my brother was like, you know what, yeah, that was my kid brother right there. And then the guy was like, oh, this is so good, right? So then, boom, but we just kept on with it. I think through university as well, any video project that would come up, they would, let me, take charge of it and stuff like that. So I think I've always had it with me, but it's not something I really paid attention to until recently.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, when we talk about content creation, we know we create content, but there are lots of platforms out there that we can actually put our content. So, which one, have you been used to, and where did you first post your first content? Tell me about the first content that you created.
Yes, so because of my business that I created somewhere in 2019, Sight and Trips. We're going to talk about that later. But I was trying to push my business on the platform on Instagram. So I started on Instagram. So I created my very first video that was like my content,
Yeah.
on Instagram. So that was where I posted my very first video.
All right. That's good. So I'm coming back to you saying, your business Sight and Trip. He is the CEO of Sight and Trips, and
Whoop, whoop.
that's big, Sight and Trip. So if you want to have any sightseeing or if you want to go on any trip, you cannot just go to any other person than to come to the man Ato Kwamena Potompo. And
You
don't
know what
forget,
it is.
Potompo is capital P. That's right. Yes, he's
Yes,
big
sir.
up there
Yes,
in the
sir.
business industry. Yes. So, Kwamena, why did you choose Instagram then as your first, social media platform to post your content?
I think for Instagram is more business savvy. If you're trying to promote your
Yeah.
business on any platform, I think you would want to start with Instagram because of how the grade is, because of how content is on the page. A lot of
Yeah.
people push a lot of business on there. But if you're looking to do other entertainment stuff, YouTube and stuff like that. But for business, if you want to show your brand, if you want to put your brand out there, I think Instagram is the best place to
So
go on.
indirectly, you are saying that quality-wise is Instagram.
Yeah, especially if you're trying to create a brand, if you're trying to brand yourself in any kind of way, I think you should start with Instagram.
Great. Yeah. So this one, has there ever been a low moment or that you felt like, I want to give up on content creation? Has there been a turn off for you?
Yeah, so I think for most creators like myself, we would want to create content that resonates with people, content that people would be interested in, content that will have people interacting with it. So if you put out content and it's not getting that kind of reach that you want it to
Yeah.
get, sometimes it kind of like makes you feel kind of down about what it is. But for me, I think the day that I would think where I felt like was when I posted a video and it didn't really get as much traction that I expected it to be. But we still keep it going.
Yeah. So when you say it didn't really get like that attention that you expected it to get, what do you exactly mean by that?
So normally when you put out content, right,
Yeah.
you're expecting that your followers, right,
Yeah.
will like, will comment, will share.
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 No.
Share.
the
No. Share. No.
ring,
Share. No. Share. No. Share. No. What the told story so crano be
That's
so
right.
actually.
That's
What I say.
it.
So yeah. So if you're trying to get your content out there, what you expect from your followers or people who see your content is to interact with it, which is liking, which is sharing, which is commenting. Just a simple double tap is it works magic for your content.
I think I like that bit because I know I also do a bit of content creation.
He says he
as
does
well.
a bit,
I mean,
he says he does a bit.
just a little
He does
bit of
everything.
it, And I mean, we all have family and friends who watch our content out there. So that means that it is very important for the people who are in your circle
Definitely.
to like, share, and comment on the content that you post on social media. Because at the end of the day, that's how the algorithm is going to identify your content as important and to be able to share it out there to other people, right?
Definitely.
So that means it's really, really necessary for people to double tap.
It's important that people actually double tap. So a lot of times when we put out content and you look at your analytics, right, you would see that you've reached like even for the last post that I saw, right, I put out this post on a few photos that I took somewhere in Finland, right, and you see that you would reach like accounts, maybe like 400 accounts, but those that have interacted with the content is literally like 20%. You are having like a few people who are liking and commenting on your stuff, but it should be more. So it means that people are seeing your content but are just scrolling past.
I mean, thinking about it, that's really stressful because for you to go sleepless nights, I mean, record videos, sit down to edit. I mean, it takes a whole lot of hours to come to. I mean, like the quality of the videos that you bring out, and for people not to like, comment, or share, that's really stressing. And
yeah,
I mean, I feel like this is something simple that especially family and friends can do for you.
True.
Because if I am creating content and you are my family member, you're my friend, or you are a close ally, and you cannot spend just some few seconds to comment, like, and share, then I feel like it's pure wickedness. Don't you think so?
I really don't think it's wickedness. It can be disheartening to put out content and not get people to interact with it, because as a content creator, like I said, you want to make impact with what you are putting out. So if you're not getting people to interact on your content, you feel like you're not really doing much. But for me, what I see it as is sometimes like I normally would say, right? Maybe your friends and family are used to what you put out. They become very conversant with your art, right? So it's like, okay, that's another Kwamina video. That's another video that he's put out. That's another post that he's made, right? But what I'm looking to do in that space is not see them as being wicked if they don't interact with it, but for me to find what I can do to improve on the content that I put out, just so it feels like it's a new thing that I'm putting out, just so it's like an improvement on myself and not necessarily looking for somebody to show an appreciation for it.
Yeah, I do agree with you, but basically I think that actually is a necessity. It's something that is important that you always upgrade.
I agree
on the kind of content that you create, but it's still business, and for business starters, you always need relatives and friends to support you. That kind of like platform, or that kind of like something to build on. You need people who are close to you to share your content, to other people to see that yes, this guy is creative. So if they are not doing it, then I mean, why are they even in your friend cycle on Instagram? You just have to unfollow them, I think.
Yeah, from a business standpoint, I would agree with you definitely, because you're trying to push your content out there, just so whatever brand you are building, people would see that, right?
Sure.
So from a business standpoint, I think if you get your followers, or if you get, like you're saying, friends and family to support it, it definitely pushes your content along.
Yeah. So if you're here and you are listening to me, know that the like, share, and comment
And
button
Dawakuma
on
so.
all these social media platforms are very important because I mean, for content creators, it is disheartening to create content and at the end of the day to see 11 likes on the comment that you create. That is like telling you like you've not even done anything, but which is so unfair. So like, comment, and share. I did it. I've said it already. It's very important that if you are in my friend circle on social media, you like, share, and comment on my content that I create.
Yeah, and then one last thing that I would say
Yeah.
to all content creators out there, like I would say right now, I know my brother here is talking about the fact that you have to get people to like and share your stuff, but don't put your value on the interactions you get on your content. You know what you put out, you know the value that you come with, you know the level of content that you put out. So that is where your satisfaction is supposed to come from, and not from the interactions you are going to get. Because sometimes you can literally, there's a video that I put out on one of my business pages that I did not edit, right? It is my most viral video, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes it's not even about what you put in there.
It's
It's
not
just
like the work you do that
it's
gonna
not even
produce,
about the work that
yeah.
you put in there. So don't put your value on the interactions people get on your content. Just for the art of it, just
But
put it
really,
out.
I think somehow I disagree with you if you say you don't put value on the content or on the interactions that you get on the content, because at the end of the day, that tells me that the algorithm is not fair as well. It means that people who take time in editing and bringing out the quality of content that they want people to see, I mean, they are basically wasting their time. Is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't say the algorithm is unfair, to be honest. What we have to look at it from, from a business standpoint, even from Instagram, Instagram as a business, they are trying to get people to be on their apps, right?
Yeah.
So what essentially is for them is to get people to stay on the app. So they are going to promote content that people are watching or people
That's
are
true.
interacting on. So it's not necessarily about the kind of value that you are putting on it, but just because for Instagram to make its money, right? It has to push content people are
Yeah.
interacting on,
That's
to
true. I
other
mean,
people.
we can argue more about it because at the end of the day, that's their business, and they also want to stay in the business as well. But at the end of the day, it's still very important that if you are in my friend circle on my social media, there's a reason why you are there. And he said, "Oh, follow me on Instagram. I'm my follower." There's a reason why we follow each other, right? Yes, and you should be able to like, comment, and share.
Share
no, yeah, yes, yes, and that's how we bring this program to a close. Spin Nana Kweku Akon, aka Unlock Kweku, and Ato Kwame na Potompo with a P. So like, comment, and share. Keep your subscription button on so that whenever we post, you'll be the first person to get it. On Tiasia, Daddy.
Let's go.